Hello and welcome to the first episode of 360craft with me, 360pic. This very first episode is a tutorial. It's going to be the first in a series of Let's Play style tutorials. It's really the absolute nuts and bolts basics of the game, so if you're an experienced Minecrafter, you probably really don't want to be watching this. But if you don't really know what Minecraft is, or you've just got it and you've just played through the tutorial and you're still not really sure what's going on, then this is the video that you want to watch. So I'm going to assume that you have played through the tutorial that is available on the 360 edition version of Minecraft, and that you're familiar with the basic controls, but other than that we really will be starting from scratch. So I'm loading up a completely random seed. I've never seen it before. I will, once I've saved the game and had a chance to look at it myself, put it in the description below, and if you want you can play along with this series of tutorials on the same map as me. So essentially the game consists of you, the player, being spawned into a randomly generated world which consists of blocks, and these blocks are of different types representing different materials, and the aim of the game really is to build. There's an element of survival, there are some nasty mobs, but it's to gather resources and build things. So here's our randomly generated world. We're in a little bit of desert here, some trees over there. There is the sun, and you'll see it's rising, and what it's going to do is track all the way across the sky, and when it sets on the other side in about 10 minutes time, it's going to be night. And the nasty mobs in the game, the baddies, the zombies, the creepers and the skeletons, they really spawn anywhere near you in the dark. So what we're going to need to do is we are going to have to make some shelter before that happens, and we're also going to need a source of light. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to get some wood, and this is a little bit strange, but as you did in the tutorial, the first thing you've got to do is punch a tree, because we don't have an axe, we don't have any tools. So you punch a tree and you'll see the block breaking there and the little block appearing in my hotbar at the bottom. And the way trees work is if you knock out the bottom couple of bits of wood and leave the rest, the leaf blocks won't despawn. I'm not really sure if that's of much concern to you, but I find floating trees quite annoying, so I tend to take all of the wood. And then the leaves will despawn by themselves. A little bit of wood's very important at the beginning of the game because we need to make a crafting table, and we need to craft some wooden tools, and we will need to craft some torches as well. So you'll see I'm collecting a different kind of wood here. It performs exactly the same function in the game. The only difference between this birchy type wood and the normal brown wood is that they are a different colour and they won't stack on top of each other in your inventory. But oh, nice little cave down there. Ooh, some iron. Excellent. I'll remember that for later. So let's find. Yeah, the first thing we've got to do is find somewhere to live, somewhere to make our home. There's a little cave over there. Let's go check that out. Actually, that would be almost perfect, but I'd rather start from scratch, I think. Mine some stone, and we'll go and build a house. This will do, yeah, this will do. Let's build here. So the first thing we've got to do is craft a workbench. So we are going to, sorry, not a workbench, crafting table. So we craft some planks, and then we use those planks to craft a crafting table. And now that we have our crafting table and a 3x3 crafting grid, we can make all of our tools and things. So I'll make a wooden pick and a wooden shovel, and then I'll just start digging a little house in here. So as you probably gathered playing the tutorial world, the point of tools is that they break their target rocks quicker than if you were just punching them. And in the case of mining, if I was to punch this stone, not only would it take a very long time to break, but it wouldn't drop a block, it would just be destroyed. So in mining it, I can collect the cobblestone blocks. So I'm just going to dig myself out a little house in here. Actually, no, I've got enough stone. What I'm going to do is quickly craft a furnace, and we will use that furnace to make a bit of charcoal so that we can make some torches, so that when it gets dark we are able to light our little cave. So what I'm going to do is place a block of planks in the fuel slot and then a block of wood in the ingredient slot, and that will cook away, and in a couple of seconds I will have a nice piece of charcoal. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to open this out a little bit. So I've got a bit of space. I don't really like feeling claustrophobic in... I don't know why, it's only a game, but I always feel a bit claustrophobic if there's not enough space. Gonna open this out a bit, gather some more stone, and now I've got enough actually to go and make some stone tools, so I'll quickly go and do that. So, a stone pick. And what you'll notice straight away is that the stone pick is much quicker than the wooden pick, and that's the difference between the different types of tools. You have wooden tools, stone tools, iron tools, and then diamond tools, and with each level you go up, they break their target block quicker, and they are also, they have a longer durability and they last longer. So, I'll quickly craft myself a torch, 4 torches rather. You can see you can make them out of coal or charcoal. There is no difference other than you need coal or charcoal to make them, but they do exactly the same thing. Left trigger to place down a couple of torches. And now I'll craft myself a door to put on the front of my house so that mobs can't just walk straight into it. So once it's in my hand, it's left trigger to place the door, and then left trigger will open and close it. Open, close, open, close. And that just will keep any unwelcome visitors out of my little starting cave. So now I'll quickly make an axe. Ah, no, I haven't gotten enough. Right, I'll make some sticks and then I'll make an axe. And now I've got an axe, I will use it to mine my crafting table, and then I'll take my pick and mine my furnace, and I'll just take them indoors. Set myself up a nice little home. And really, we're okay at this point actually. When the sun sets, we're going to be fine, but seeing as we've got a little bit of daylight left, I think we'll go out and gather a few more resources. Hopefully find some wool so that we can make a bed and skip the night time. So I'll pop my furnace and crafting table down. And I'll just quickly craft myself a sword so that we can go out and see if we can't get a bit of food. And maybe some leather and wood and things like that. Just pop a couple of torches down so that I can easily find my way back. It's easy to get lost at the beginning. Right, so cows drop leather. Really, leather has fairly limited use. Normally I wouldn't bother, but for the purposes of this tutorial, leather is used to make the base leather armor. It's the cheapest armor in the game. And then there's iron armor and diamond armor, and again there is a difference in effectiveness and durability. So let's go over here and get some wood and hopefully find some sheep and some pigs. Pigs drop pork, and there we go. Pigs drop pork, and when you cook a pork chop, that will, when you then eat it, restore 4 hearts of health. Your health bar being on the bottom left there. Come here, pig. And there's a chicken. Chickens drop feathers when you kill them. Feathers aren't particularly useful at the moment, but they are used to make arrows later on, so it's worth picking them up and hanging on to them. Come here, chicken. So, now we'll just have a little look around. Get some wood. Some holes in the ground around here. So, the sun's getting towards setting. We've got a few minutes left. It's a nice little area. Cave over there. Ooh, quite a big cave actually. We'll have to explore that later, but we won't have... we're terribly under-equipped at the moment, so we'll leave that for later. I'll remember where that is. So I'll go and grab a bit of wood, and again you can see with a stone axe rather, how quick it is to mine wood compared to by hand. And we don't really need this now, but while we're here looking for sheep, we might as well grab a little bit. We'll need 3 wooden planks to make a bed if we find any sheep to get wool. And the reason we want to get some wool... Oh yeah, we're really going to have to... creeper. I don't know if you'll have met, again, if you're playing this for the first time and you haven't met one of these in the tutorial world. They are silent until they creep up behind you and then make a hissing noise and then they explode. which is kind of a pain because they destroy everything around you as well, so if you just finish building your house or whatever. But we'll deal with them later because we haven't really got any armor or anything like that at the moment. So as I was saying about beds... God, there's caves everywhere. No, I think we'll check this out later. So as I was saying about beds, 3 planks and 3 bits of wool will allow you to make a bed, and that allows you to skip the night. The night's about 10 minutes long, just... Oh, jeez, chicken. The night's about 10 minutes long, just like the daytime, and so unless you want to do some mining, it can be a little bit boring, and if you have a bed, you can jump into it, and that will skip the night, as long as you're somewhere safe, like in our little cave. So that's good. So we'll just grab a bit more food. Can never have enough food. And I don't know where all the sheep are. No sheep. Caves everywhere, pigs everywhere. Napada sheep. I think we'll just give up and go home. Well, we'll see what's over here. Ah, now that's probably enough cows to actually make a piece of armour, so I'll snag those quickly. And then... yeah, it's starting to get dark. You can see the sun setting in the background there and the light levels going down. Just grab this leather and then we'll go to bed. And I think we'll call it a day. Yoink. Now, where's our house? Oh, there we go. Sheep. Fantastic. Right, well, we'll quickly grab some wool. There are better ways of harvesting wool, namely crafting a pair of shears, but we'll have to do that another time. All I've got at the moment is a stone sword, so if I kill the sheep, that will drop 1 block of wool. So I'll just check. I've got 3 blocks of wool. The moon's coming up there, so I'll hop back into my house where I'm safe. And I'll craft a bed, and then we'll skip the night, and we'll get on with making some other things in the next tutorial. So I'll plonk my bed down here, and we'll maybe do a bit of decorating later on. Make this place a little bit nicer, because it is just a hole in the ground at the moment. Right, well, that is how to survive the first day and night. We've crafted a few tools, we've made our little first home. I will be moving on fairly swiftly to more advanced play in the next few weeks. If you would like to watch those videos, you know, come back and check, or even subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it. It would be a massive help. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you soon.